Hello and welcome to another stream. My name is Ray, and it is Learning Korean with Ray, day 236. Okay, now it was all correct. So, let's start this. I did the review of MasterReY. You can see there are 19 more words now. Those are just, they came up. Because the problem is, when I do the review before the stream, that means in the next day before the stream, those words will be ready again for the review. So if I do it like 3 hours before the stream, there will be more words in between that time. From when I did the review until the stream starts, there are just new words to ready to be reviewed. So I can never be on 0 when the stream starts, except if I really do it right before the stream, but I didn't today. So anyways, I did the review that I had earlier, and I think we don't need to do this. Actually, come on, 19 words. Let's just do it very quickly. 눈물.
눈물.
19 words are very, very fast. Okay, I think Joe. Was it Jay or Joe? No, Joe was graduating. Jay was providing the balls, right?
제공하다.
It was Jay. Which for places? 어느.
어느.
How was. I will just
어때?
continue. I have not
어때?
learned the question words like this. So that's a bit weird. 아시아.
아시아,
No, that was not the Haru. That was the Huil. Huil.
휴일,
Old days past. John.
예전,
Morning, not 아침, but 오전.
오전.
Inside, not 내부, but an.
안.
동남 아시아.
동남아시아,
All day long. 하루 종일.
하루 종일,
하루 종일. 색깔. Man, if I just can type correctly, then it would be
색깔.
way faster. Lunch noonish. 점심시간.
점심시간.
To bless. Was this the chuk, I think? Chuk? 축복하다.
축복하다.
To act, 행동하다.
행동하다.
어때?
어때?
To believe, to trust, 믿다.
믿다.
Well,
잘.
black, 검은색.
검은색.
To regret, 후회하다.
후회하다. 후회하다.
Man, that was clean. 2 minutes 49. Nice. Okay, so review is complete. And now we will finish that lesson 25 on howtostudykorean.com, lesson 25. Okay, so we did all the, like everything and all, ta, yeah, and modu as well. Yeah, then we had the question words followed by na for everywhere, every time, everyone. Then we had all the sum, which is enga after question words. Then we had the anybody, nobody part where we discussed about, yeah, okay, you have to use a negative conjugated sentence to if you want to say nobody, but if you mean any person, you can use anybody, which is amu do. Amuna. Amuna is anybody and amudo is nobody, but you can only use it in a negative conjugated sentence. Okay, so we talked a bit about how you prefer to say this. I saw nobody or I didn't see anybody, which is the same, yeah, which is the same meaning here in English. And since I prefer the negative sentence anyways, it's not that bad that you have to use the negative conjugation as well in Korean. Oh yeah, and then this part was a bit harder in my opinion. Here we had Amotena. Okay, no, this was fine. But when we started with the particles in between, that was a bit hard. Here, this stuff. Amu edege egedo. Amu egedo. Where you can use specific particles that are related to a person, for example. You can put that in between amu and do, for example. So I'm not sure how good I can remember this part, but yeah, that's what we did yesterday. Hi Flo, welcome to stream and thanks for tuning in. And now we will come to this part. Yeah, I think this, yeah, this is where we stopped yesterday. Okay, perfect. And it's not much left. We only have like two little chapters left. Okay, so another function that Amu has is to be placed before a thing, place, or time to describe it. The most common nouns you'll see. Yeah, okay, those are the things that we also already saw on the vocabulary list, so I'm assuming this part will go very quickly. When na is attached to these nouns, the speaker is indicating that the thing is not a specific thing. Okay, that's the same as anybody. In this case, anything, any place, any time. De is used for a place. I want to go anywhere. Anywhere meaning not a specific place. 저는 아무 데나 가고 싶어요. Yeah, and in this case we do not put the place particle afterwards. Okay. Wait, what? When the verb is being used, requires a to be attached to a place, a is omitted. However, when the verb being used requires a so, then it should be added before now. Okay, okay. So remember when we have a verb that is done inside of a place, then we use eso, and in that case we have to use it also with amu. But when we have a verb that is not really happening in a place, but for example, I want to go to the cinema, the going is not happening inside of the cinema, so then we would use a, and that can be omitted. Okay. But for example, I was studying in the library, that is saying that the studying action, the verb, did happen inside of the library. So in that case, we would use eso. So amu de eso na, I assume. Okay, for example, okay, he gives examples as well. I didn't have to use examples. He's giving me the examples. Okay. But it's good to think of your own examples as well. So here the same place is being used, but two different verbs. In one case, a is used usually, and another other case, a saw. Let's see. So I want to go to the park. So the action of going is not happening inside the place, inside of the park. No, we go to the park. So the going is happening outside of the place. 저는 공원에 가고 싶어요. Yeah, okay, he's just explaining the difference between A and eso again. And here we want to eat in this example sentence. We want to eat, and the eating is actually happening inside of the park. So we go to the park, and then we start to eat. The action is happening inside of the place. In this case, eso is used. Okay. Okay, and here we have a saw. So it's not te eso, it's just teso. Okay. I see.
저는 아무 데서나 먹고 싶어요.
Okay, it's not te but de. So in this case, I guess because there's a very close connection to the previous amu, it's a d in the beginning and not a t. Okay. So then the same happens. We can use do instead of na to mean nothing or nowhere. I don't want to eat anything. I want to eat nothing. Again, I guess we have to do it negatively. Yeah, G anayo. G anayo is the negative version. So I don't want. So I don't want to eat nothing, basically. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this part is all very clear. We learned most of this in the vocabulary list already. The only real new part is that this difference between a and eso. I mean, if you know that de is basically used in place of a, then it's all normal again, right? So here you have a, which is replaced by de, and here you have eso, and again the a is replaced by de, so it's basically the same. You don't have to remember anything except that you use de as instead of a. I mean, it's a bit weird. So instead of saying when you use de and when you would use a in the normal sentences, then you can omit a, but you have to use saw when you want to use a saw in a normal sentence. You could just say a is replaced by de, and then it's always correct. Without any different decision depending on the situation. Yeah, I think this is a bit weirdly described here. Here it's said a saw should be used in the other. So a saw should be used, but then a saw is not used because it's they saw. It's not a saw. It's they saw. So if you just say they is replacing a, then you have all the information you need included already. Okay, anyways. Now what do we have here? Amuttedo means no time. That doesn't make sense. Instead, the word Jonhyo should be used. No time, of course it makes sense. Never. Never is a perfectly fine word. So, cannot really I cannot really understand this part. I mean, that's exactly what I already have in my chart, right? So here's my chart. Here, this grayed out part where we have all the different combinations between thing, where, time, and body, and every, some, any, and no, except this one thing, no time, which obviously should just be never. It's completely normal for me. It's just never. It just doesn't exist. And he's saying no time doesn't make sense. But yeah, because it's called never and it makes sense. But okay, that's how it is. We have to accept it. Okay, it is possible to use other nouns after amu, for example. 저는 아무 포스 나 포스나 저는 아무 포스나 도고? 타고. Tago. What is Tago? Wait, Tago? Tada means to ride. So to take the bus, to ride the bus. But what is the go doing here? Here we have the future conjugation. So I'm going to take the bus. But I'm not quite understanding the go here. Ah, wait, this is the future of to go. This is quite confusing because in English, there are two different words for the future depending on the situation. You can say, I will take the bus, or you can say, I'm going to take the bus. And going is not really to go. So it's a bit weird. But here we have to go. So that's quite confusing in my opinion. We have a chat here, Kame 505050. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, I'm not learning languages, but one language, which is Korean. I'm learning Korean here. That's correct. Tago kada is like riding and going by riding. Okay, I see. But then this translation is wrong. Then it should be I'm going to. Yeah, okay. No, let's not get into this. It's fine. I got it. I got it. The most important part is this that this going to has nothing to do with car. The going to is just the future form in English, which is this re and koyeo. So that's that's a pretty weird example to use here. That's a little bit confusing, but I got it. I didn't say anything. 저는 아무 말도 하지 않았어요. Okay. 저는 아무 말도 하지 않았어요.
저는 아무 말도 하지 않았어요.
Okay. Hi, Red, Blue, Green. Thanks for tuning in. I don't have any relationship with my mother. 저는 엄마랑 아무 관계도 없어요.
저는 엄마랑 아무 관계도 없어요. 저는 엄마랑 아무 관계도 없어요.
I hear 관계도, but it should be 관계도. 게, but I only hear 게.
저는 엄마랑 아무 관계도 없어요.
관계도, right? It should be 관계도. We can do it like this.
저는 관계도 없, 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 관계도 없어요.
Yeah, I don't hear the 게. I just hear 게. Is this some special pronunciation rule again, or what's going on? Am I missing something, or is this just again something that some people just don't really say? Oh, you hear it. Okay, okay. Let me listen again
저는
then.
아무 관계도 없어요. 아무 관계도 없, 아무 관계도, 아무 관계도 없어, 아무 관계도 없어, 아무 관계도 없어요. 아무 관계도, 아무 관계도 없어, 아무 관계도 없어요. 아무 관계도 없어요.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, okay. However, by far the most common three things to use after amu are ko, de, and de. Which one? I think this one is more like the A. I'm talking about the A here. This one is more E, and this one is more E, right? Or am I mixing it up? I mean it. I know it's almost the same. I just exaggerated here to make the difference clear. Other way around. So this one is more E, and this one is more E. Okay? Is that correct? E and E. Okay. Okay, thanks. I never use that information. I just always say completely the same when I see these two letters. I never said a difference when I read words with these letters, but maybe I should. Maybe I should, yeah. So here, amutedo, amutedo, amutedo. That was this one. Amutedo, 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 amutedo. Okay. I would love to provide way more examples, but many of the examples I want to make with amu and the words it can create use grammatical principles that haven't been introduced to you yet. Okay, yeah. The two most common grammatical principles that you haven't learned yet that would be used in these common situations are making a command, okay, and one cannot do. There's this meme. One cannot simply walk into Mordor or so. That reminds me of this one. But I have not seen Lord of the Rings or so I have no idea. Here are some quick examples using using those two principles. The only reason I'm showing you these is because I think it is likely you have learned about this either by looking ahead or by using some other resource. Oh, he's expecting us to use another resource here. Making a command. Put your back down. I know. Yes, I know this one. I actually do know this one. It's true. I know it from MasterReY. The I'm not even sure if the say is the important part here, but I definitely heard a command before, which is keman kemanhaseo. Kemanhaseo. Stop that. Kemanhaseo. But yeah, that has nothing to do with Amu, so it's something completely different. Kaseo. I just know Naga for please go. Say is for please. Please do an action. Okay, and one cannot do or can do is Hasuisoyo. Halsuisoyo. Okay. Anyways, I don't want to learn or think too long about stuff that is coming later on and that I will learn in some other way with more detail. It also might be helpful to take a peek at lesson 58. This is more than double our current lesson count. To see how na can be used when not in these specific cases. Again, I guess I know this one. Naga. But that's obviously something different. Yeah, okay. Next one is each. I'm not taking a peek into lesson 58. So, mada. Mada means each and is attached directly to the end of a noun. Nalmada. Haksengmada. Ah, nice. Why ah, nice? Kim Yuil Mada. I asked me a few times ago if this was just for time. You mean each day? So like each day, each week, stuff like that, you mean? Hmm. By the way, I think you say I wonder in English. Now that I see Friday here, Kim Yoil, I did learn a new word, but I forgot it already. But I can Hot Friday. Ah, damn it. Hot Friday. Ah, man. Ah, yeah, exactly. That's the one. Pulgim. What? Ah, I mistyped. Okay. Here. This is a new word that I learned from a YouTube video. Pulgim. Hot Friday. Okay. Anyways. And E, it's actually exactly the sound in German. Blew my mind a bit when I found out. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Um, for me, and E are two pretty different sounds. But if it's the same, it's exactly the same in German, you say, so I guess for a German, it's quite different. But because everyone else who was talking about the Korean letters are saying, ah, they are super similar, you don't care about the difference, it's just like a tiny difference. But I guess for Germans, it's not a tiny difference. For Germans, it's actually easy uh, to to tell the difference. But I guess for all the non-Germans, it's just as hard to tell the difference, and the difference is so small that they say, yeah, it's basically the same. Don't worry about it. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, I can see how it's similar, of course. What's a hot Friday? I have no idea, man. I think it's something about partying or so. I have not researched it. I just saw it being used uh, in a in a sentence in a YouTube video, and I wondered what it is, because the actor, the person who said it, he 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 miss I don't know. He said something weird. He misspoke. He said Pulgum, which is brown beer. So he wanted to say Hot Friday, but he said brown beer. He said something like, if you go out on a Hot Friday, but he said if you go out on a brown beer, which obviously makes no sense. And that's why this he stopped there, and there was a graphic of a brown beer, and then he corrected himself and said Pulgum, and it means Hot Friday, so that's why it's so in my memory, why I can remember it. Okay, anyways. Ah, by the way, Red Blue Green, you should know the person that I'm talking about, where I watched that YouTube video. Maybe you don't. Do you know Wolf Schröder? Wolf? Wolf Schröder? Do you know who that is? Red Blue Green? Okay. Yeah, he is doing a lot of YouTube videos. He's in Korea, and he's pretty. He got some fame in Korea lately, and he has some. He released a new product, like a food dish, and yeah, he's doing a lot of videos about Korean food, basically. And in one of those, I saw this part. Yeah, Flo, you don't have to know him. I specifically asked Red Blue Green because he was a StarCraft commentator back in the day, like 8 years ago or so. He was a StarCraft commentator. He moved to Korea to commentate StarCraft, to be a caster of StarCraft. And then after like 2 years or so, he stopped. And he still stayed in Korea. He just stayed in Korea because he liked Korea. He was learning the language. It was when he arrived in Korea to cast StarCraft, he was casting StarCraft in English. he still learned the Korean language very fast and was able to translate all the stuff that the Koreans are saying, or that the fans always hold up some signs with Korean letters, and he was able to translate it very fast after not living in Korea very long. So he learned the language very fast. So he was able to give some insights in his English StarCraft commentating. Yeah, but then after 2 years he stopped, but he still stayed in Korea, and yeah, now he's a bit more famous. He's getting more and more fans in Korea because he's doing a lot of food videos and so on. That's it. Okay. Yeah, you should just be able to find it if you want to see it. Pretty sure if you just enter Wolf Schröder, good old German name, uh, should be findable. Yeah, just Wolf Schröder on YouTube. That is Wolf Schröder. Yeah, he's making a lot of food videos. Like he's eating everywhere. In every video, he's just eating a lot. And yeah, he got a big cooperation with a very famous food franchise in Korea. And yeah, he got a cooperation with them that he is releasing a new version of that food in their restaurants. And he has like his face on all these restaurants in very big size. There's his face, and he's very proud. The it's how do you say that? Uh, butechige, butechige, I think. Let me see. Ah, here, this is it. Here, there you can see it in the thumbnail of this video under my mouse. The white word, the second word, or just the yellow word as well. Miguk, so it's like the American version of that food because he is not Korean, so they market it as American version of that food. And butechige is some kind of, I don't know, you have a lot of ingredients, you put it in a bowl, then you put some liquid in it and you let it simmer a bit. Yeah, I don't know. This is the video that I was talking about. This video, I saw that brown beer hot Friday. Yeah, misspelling or mispronunciation, I guess. Okay, enough. I guess it was Korean content. It was not even so far away from our learning Korean content here. I guess it was fine. I thought it's just this, you know, you work until Friday, Monday to Friday you work, and then the weekend starts, you go out on the Friday, you can stay up long and so on. And that's how I understood Hot Friday. But maybe I'm just interpreting too much into it. I have no idea. Anyways, let's continue here. We have like half a page left. Let's do it. What's the difference between Modin Hakseng and Hakseng Mada? So every student and each student. There is a difference in English. There's a very big difference in English. You can Google it. And I guess it's the same in Korean. The answer is so subtle that, but there is a difference. The only way I can explain it by saying the following. If you explain the difference between every student and each student in English, then you fully understand. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. Perfect. A carousel? What? But really, can you explain the difference? Yes, you. I cannot right now because I forgot. But I remember reading the difference already, and I think I also use the correct word kinda naturally in English already because I have researched the difference already. And when I did that, it was very, very clear for me. There's a difference. I know there's a difference. Each has something to do with each individual student, whereas every has something to do with all students. Who? I don't know. Yeah, I could go on Google now and Google the difference between each and every, but I don't think we need to. That bus comes each or every 10 minutes. Minutes, Sino-Korean numbers. 10분.
그 버스는 10분마다 와요.
Nice, got it. Got the number correct. 10분마다 와요. 10분마다 와요. 그 버스는 10분마다 와요.
그 버스는 10분마다 와요.
Okay. Each student is different. 학생마다 달라요. 달라요. It's an L, right? 달라요.
학생마다 달라요.
달라요. 달라요. Okay. 달라요. And with that, you have finished Unit 1. You have come a really long way from our first lessons. When you first started learning through our website, you were learning sentences like 나는 선생님이다. I'm a teacher. Hopefully you enjoyed our first unit and hopefully you didn't get too confused because in Unit 2 you will start learning Korean grammar concepts that will not only make your sentences much more complex, but also make your head explode. Nice. If you're confident that you learned what you learned in lessons 17 to 25, why not check your knowledge on our mini tests? Yeah, we'll do that. So, little confetti. Unit 1 complete. Way. Confetti needs to be. Every milestone, we need a confetti rain. It's necessary. Mandatory. Okay. So, the plan is wow, that was a long lesson. The plan is we have this mini test. We have the lesson 17 to 25 mini test, and we also have the complete Unit 1 test. So the plan is, first of all, we will do the exercises for only lesson 25. Obviously, that's the only ones that are left. So exercises for 25, mini test 17 to 25, watching all the recap videos, the summaries of all the lessons from 1 to 25, and then do the big unit test 1 to 25. So that's the plan. Exercises 25, test 17 to 25, recap videos 1 to 25, test 1 to 25. Okay? So let's check what we have for exercises. Here we have our exercise workbook. Okay. Okay, we have one exercise. One exercise for 25. Exercise number 18. Let's do it. We have 11 minutes left. Use the words at the top of each square in the blanks to complete the sentences. Okay, that's usually easy. Each word can only be used once in each square. Okay, so we have the words here. Modin, modingot, odina, onjena, and nuguna. And now we put them in here. Nuguna is already used for sentence number A, or sentence A. Let's still read and translate. Nuguna ke... I'm never sure. I have seen this syllable pronounced as just she, like the U is not even there, just she. But it should be sui. So the most different, the biggest difference there is how is the S pronounced? Is it sh, like she, so sh, or is it really an S only? Sui. I think it's sui. But for example, for one sounds better for me. I'm not sure. I think I mentioned them in different order twice. So one is she or shui. Okay, wait. I will put them in the chat. Okay, let me put it in the chat. We have 3 different ways. Those are the 3 different versions. Okay, she, shui, and sui. She, shui, sui. So, and you say Schwin. So you say Flo, you say 2, right? You say number 2, and Red Blue Green is saying number 1. Something between 1 and 2. You go for the safe answer. So when we hear some native Koreans pronouncing it, we can always say, yeah, it's you can't hear it correctly. It's kind of like this. But yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I noticed that with the word we have learned for lesson 25, which is key. Yol shui, or yol shi, or yol sui. This one is key, right? Is it not? Oh, you can't even see it. Sorry. There we go. Is it not key? Am I... Is it not key? Ah, okay. Okay, then... Yeah, okay, but so then it's a different word or different syllable compared to the exercise. But in this one, I heard the same problem. Here, I heard them saying it she, when I thought it should be soe, 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 right?
열쇠,
Yo, soe. Okay, that's how I think it should be. Soe, basically, soe, soe. But when I heard it on MasterReY, it was she, which confused me a bit. 안녕하세요. Ash Shiny, welcome to the stream. 안녕하세요. Okay. Back to the exercise. So we say it's a mix between 1 and 2. Okay. Shui, 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 shi, shui, shui. Okay. So what does it mean? I don't know what. Shipta. Shwipta. Ship, Shwipta. Mm, to relax, right? No, no, easy. Easy, I think. Easy? Easy. Yeah. Yeah. Relax is without the B. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Nuguna Kishwyun Iril Jalheo. So what does it mean? Uh, everyone that easy day. Everyone. No, wait, what? I don't. Everyone did easy work or this easy day? Everyone did well? Guys, help me. I'm kinda lost here. Continue. Wait, where are you getting the continue? Ah, you mean I should continue. Okay, okay. Okay, I see. Um, okay, the k. K is that. That easy work. Everyone did that easy work well. That's what I would translate from that. But it sounds super weird. So everyone had no problems with this easy work, that easy work. But it's such a weird sentence to say. If it was easy work, you wouldn't praise the others for doing it very well if it was easy anyways, right? Everyone do the that's the problem I have. I was thinking about the past for no reason. I thought everyone did that easy work well, which feels super weird. But obviously there's no past tense anywhere. That was just uh, my imagination. Okay, now it makes more sense to me. Now I'm fine with that sentence. So someone is saying that everyone should do it well because it's easy. Otherwise, it would make no sense. Okay. 저는 한국어에 한국어에 대해 한국어에 대해 에 대해 is it about 에 대해 about? We'll see. 배우고 싶어요. Want to learn. I want to learn about the Korean language. I want to learn everything about the Korean language. 모든 것. Makes sense, right? 모든 것. Okay, nice. 우리 선생님인 학생들을 좋아해요. 좋아해요. We, our teacher like. Our teacher likes students. Okay, we have to cross this one out that you used already. Maybe a bit big here. How can I make it smaller? What? How did I? Ah, okay, I didn't do this one. Okay, I guess we can't do it smaller. Interesting. He likes every student. Yeah, okay, easy. Our teacher likes every student. Yeah. So modern. Next. 예쁜 여자가 많아요. Beautiful woman. Yeah. Beautiful woman or beautiful girl. A lot. There are a lot of beautiful girls. There are a lot of beautiful girls everywhere. Yeah, I think that sounds fine. Not sure if it's correct, but no, never mind. Everyone is beautiful. Odina. So now we have Onjena left, which would be every time. Let's see if it fits. Können. Können is he. 열심히, diligently, or like hard work. 공부해요. So he's studying hard. Studying hard. He's basically studying hard all the time. Every time. Every time. Every time he's studying very hard. Yeah. 언제나. Okay, that's it. So, do you agree with my answers, guys? You think everything is correct here? Okay, nice. So, let's do the next one. We have 뭔가, 어딘가, 언젠가, 누군가, and 어디. So, 저의 여자 친구랑 결혼, 결혼하고 싶어요. I want to marry my girlfriend. No, my girlfriend. Yeah. I want to marry with my girlfriend, basically, which is the way how you say it in Korean. Okay. Someday. Some things makes no sense. Someday, I think, would make sense. Somewhere. Not really. Somebody. No. My girlfriend wants to marry with somebody? Hmm. I don't think so. Ordeal? I would say someday. So on Jenga. Tragic twist. Yeah. I mean, um, you can say in English you can say like my girlfriend in a sense of a female friend. So it's like really just a friend. You're not in a romantic relationship. It's just a female normal friend. And in that case, it would even make sense to say, yeah, my female friend over here, she wants to marry someone. She wants to marry someone. Totally normal sentence. But I think Yoja Chingu is usually meant in a like romantic relationship kind of sense. Girlfriend, right? Jen. Did I write it wrong the first time, or why are you saying Jen? Did I miss something? Or did I not say it? Ah, okay, I see, I see. I see, I see. On on Jenga. On Jenga. On Jenga. No, it's on Jenga. On Jenga. Okay, next. Um, Joante. If I would know what Hante is, I think it's from. I hope Hante 이것을 주었어요. Why is it not 주었어요? So why is it not together? The Jew and ossoyo? Why is Jew and os or ot not in one syllable? Hmm. From this thing? Give me, give this thing. Someone gave me the thing. Someone gave me this thing. Yeah, I would say that sounds possible. 누군가. Mm, 여자 or 여자친구 again. 여자친구랑 가고 싶어요. My girlfriend's. I want to go somewhere with my girlfriend. 어딘가. 저는 먹고 싶어요. I want to eat something. 뭔가. 한국어를 배웠어요. Okay, learning Korean language. It's a question. Okay, I see. Odi. Where did you learn Korean? Where did you learn Korean? 어디서? In what place? Inside of which place did you learn Korean? Okay, so I guess you guys agree, right? If you don't, you just say something. Oh, and these two are very small even. We have three different possibilities. Amukona, Amugona, then Dena, Amutena, and Mudin. Okay. 나는 너를 What is no? Not quite sure what no is, to be honest. You, but really informal. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I should know this. Yeah, you're right. What is the non-informal version of you? There is none, right? Like, is there another word for you which is formal? Ah, yeah, okay. So there's no like individual word you. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you usually say the name or the position. Okay. 나는 너를 만날 거야. So I want to meet you. I want to meet you anytime. What is Mordin again? Mordin is every, right? Every. That makes no sense. So only Amutena makes sense. I think. That's my guess for now. Amutena. 저는 먹고 싶어요. I want to eat anything. 아무거나. Every Korea. Ah, okay. Now it makes sense. Every Korean person. I was thinking, every Korea, South and North, everyone, every single Korea. There are only two. Okay, but every Korean person is eating. Every Korean person eats rice. So in this case, it's actually rice and not just the general eating. Rice, right? Every Korean person eats rice. I think that's the meaning of the sentence here. Okay, next. Here we have amukodo, nothing. Amutedo. I mean, the other one is true, 100%. The rice run, probably not. Yeah, but it would be a weird sentence to say every Korean person is eating. Is eating anything. Or yeah, just eating. Okay, amutedo and amudo. So Nothing, nowhere, nobody. Negative conjugation. Okay. It's all negative conjugation. Haxingen, student or students, probably student, singular. Beogo ichianayo. So the student is not learning. How can that be? A Korean student, Asian student not learning. Shame for the family. So he isn't learning anywhere, he isn't learning anything, or he isn't learning anybody. He isn't learning anything. So I would say amu koto. The student is not learning anything, or it is learning nothing. It, he is, or he or she is they. They are learning nothing. Gender neutral. Okay. 저는 만나고 싶지 않아요. I don't want to meet anybody. 아무도. Next. 지난주에 last week 우리는 we 안 갔어요. Last week we didn't go anywhere. 아무 데도. 아무 데도. 아무 데도. 아무 데도. Okay, so very easy exercise, I would say. Just the very first, the very first sentence that was already filled out. That was the hardest one for me because for some reason I imagined past tense here, and then it didn't make sense for me. But yeah, overall, pretty easy exercise. I think the lesson itself was not that hard either. It was very long, but it wasn't hard. It was mostly repeating a lot of the vocabulary list. So that was a big part of it. And then there were some extra details, which were not super hard, I think. But here it basically tested the vocabulary. It doesn't. You should have said, I'm so happy. Words in Korean doesn't have plural or singular. Then it would be a joke in itself, you know? But you failed. Sorry. Okay. That's it. We have completed. Yeah, I don't need to check the answers, right? We know it's correct. I'm not checking the answers. That means we have completed Unit 1 of howtostudykorean.com. That means next time we are doing the test. Not this one. Where is it even? Is it here? 1 to 25, 17. I guess it's you have to go inside of. Ah, you don't even see it. Nice. Ah, you don't even see it. Nice. Now you do. Okay. I was looking for the test of lesson 17 to 25. It's not in this one. It's also not here. I think it's in here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so next stream, which is obviously tomorrow, we will, yeah, pretty much start out with this one. We have nothing else. We'll just do this one. Maybe I do like a 5-minute review of the lesson. Maybe I should do a. No, we don't need a review. Doesn't matter. No review because we will after this test we will watch all the recap videos anyways. So I don't want to review lesson 17 to 25 now. Makes no sense. We'll just jump right into the test without any preparation. That's the plan. We have answers. We don't want to see the answers. We have 11 questions here, so it's not super long. Okay, so tomorrow we'll start right away with this one, and afterwards we will go into the YouTube channel of howtostudykorean.com and start watching the recap videos for every lesson, starting from lesson 1, and that will probably take around 2 days or so. And then we'll do the Unit 1 test in around 3 days. And then we are done, and then we will do some different content. Or then we will speak about some different content and decide which one we are doing on the stream. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. And bye-bye. 안녕.